But now comes a frightening twist. Any image of any kind can now be faked to the point where most of us really can't believe our own feeds when we see a bombshell. That's where my next guest comes in. Jake Green is the go-to digital forensics expert, and he's been all over the images that we're getting from the Charlie Kirk murder in Utah. Okay, Jake, thank you for being here. First question is this. I nearly went crazy yesterday with the amount of garbage from the digital cesspool that was the internet and was the social media feeds yesterday. So just in the last 30 hours, just give me your read on how bad it was with those who were either trying to mess around or make a point by putting out misinformation and bad photos.
I think really in the age that we live in, folks are looking for clicks. My brother sent me a screenshot today of somebody who had posted on Facebook of, it was absolutely an AI generated image of that man walking up the stairs. So there's so much that we can't believe.
Oh.
And it's just amazing. So, but when we see videos produced by the FBI and put out for the publics to view, we know we can depend on those.
Yeah, so let me ask you about that, since you have this background in forensics. And forensics, as everybody knows, is the art of solving, right? When it comes to what the police are doing now, with all of the video that they are amassing, where do they start? These have to be real-time eyeballs, don't they?
That's right. So the very first thing that came out, when we think about the initial crime scene of where Charlie was shot, 3,000 people roughly in that courtyard, that's a giant populace compared to the surrounding neighborhoods and areas. And then when the video was released today by the FBI showing the shooter jumping off a roof, running through the sidewalks towards the parking lot, towards a wooded area, possibly a neighborhood, that shooter moving away is going to limit the area that law enforcement needs to start looking and to see if we can identify any other location data from a cell tower. We saw the Wise home video from the same suspect walking through the neighborhood. So the further he walks away and gives us a direction of travel from this crime scene, the more likely law enforcement is going to be able to develop some excellent leads. In the video that's playing right now, where it stops, it's pretty indicative that FBI decided to stop it right there. Because that's, if you look to the right across that street, there's a wooded area that's pretty dense.
Yeah. Listen, I don't have a whole lot of time, but I want to ask you this. See all those cars in that parking lot? See all those cars whizzing by him? Teslas now have cameras everywhere, and I'm wondering if that's going to end up potentially being a boon to investigators.
It absolutely will. So if you actually look and count the cars, there are a few Teslas in that parking lot. So we've seen with the Trump casino fire with the Tesla Cybertruck burning, Tesla very quickly helped the FBI dig into those videos that were available. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're doing the same here. However, the person going through this courtyard here, they don't really get close enough to one of those vehicles to trigger a Sentry mode to actually record. However, when he's going through a neighborhood, those cameras work based on motion most of the time. So we will begin to see more videos being released of the suspect either coming from the scene as he's walking away here or actually going to the school.
Yeah. And maybe, just maybe, one Tesla whizzed by him, either on that street or another street. Hey, Jake Green, I got to have you back. Thank you for this tonight. Really appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks, Ashley.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.